We often think of a new month as a fresh start to be more productive, to get more done, to be more organized, or to accomplish our goals. But I've been recently just meditating a lot on Psalm 16 verse 11. And in the ESV it says, "You make known to me the path of life. In your presence there's fullness of joy. At your right hand are pleasures forevermore." I've been meditating on that phrase, fullness of joy, and just what that really means. Joy isn't about striving or trying to do it in our own strength. It actually comes from abiding in the Lord's presence. In your presence is fullness of joy. And in Him, we don't just get like a little bit of joy, we get the fullness, the completeness. That word fullness actually has the idea of satisfying abundance. And I love that definition because it's just so rich. Satisfying abundance of joy. This is why I love doing a monthly reset, because it's not just about hustling harder or being more productive for the sake of being more productive. It's about resting in the Lord, walking with Him, and intentionally aligning our hearts with the Lord's heart and with His will for us. Because when we walk with the Lord, there's joy. There's that satisfying abundance of joy as we walk with Him and as we are in His presence. So when I do a reset like this, I try to keep it fairly simple. I look at what's been working and what hasn't been working, and then also where the Lord might be redirecting me. And then I like to prayerfully just set new goals on the upcoming month based on what the Lord has been showing me and teaching me in the last while. I like to break them down in categories like faith, work, relationships, finances, those types of things. And typically I'll set like big overarching goals, and then after that I'll break them down into manageable steps. So as I reflect on the last month, I want to look and see where God has been working in my life, what I'm grateful for, and where He might be leading me in the upcoming month. So here are some reflection questions that I have that I like to use in my monthly reset. I'll have them in the description for you guys as well. Number 1, what am I grateful for this month, and where have I seen God working? Number 2, how am I feeling emotionally, spiritually, and mentally right now? Number 3, what areas of my life need more attention? Number 4, what have I been struggling with or avoiding? Number 5, what is bringing me joy and peace right now? And then number 6, is there anything I need to surrender to the Lord? So I wanted to touch on a few of my goals from previous months. I haven't done a reset video in a while, but these goals have kind of stayed consistent over the last few months. So first up is my chronological Bible reading plan. I've been able to keep up with that, so that's been fabulous. I've been staying consistent with my YouTube schedule, which is every 2 weeks, so every other week, which has been great. I've been enjoying doing that, so I think we'll stay kind of looking ahead here with my goals. We'll stay with that schedule, so carrying on with that. And then I've also been prioritizing my sleep, which has been just so great. And just I've started a little bit of cycle syncing, not a lot, just kind of getting my feet wet kind of thing. And I've already noticed like a lot more energy, especially like in the latter end of my cycle when I have low energy, and just allowing myself to sleep more. So that's been really cool to see. One of my upcoming goals here, which I'll get into some of these in a moment here, but is to continue with that. So I do want to touch on some of my new goals. I'm not going to go through everything just because there's quite a few things here, just kind of with all walks of my life right now. But I only have like I limited it all to like 2 main big goals per category. instead of doing like multiple like I used to do. So keeping it smaller. So like I said, these are big goals, so I'll break them down into smaller manageable steps for like a week by week basis here. Under God or my relationship with the Lord. We have somebody talking out there. I forgot where it is. So for under my relationship with the Lord, I have, just moving my pen here, continue reading through the Bible chronologically. That's obviously going to be an ongoing thing throughout the year. And then I have pray every day for 3 specific people. I'm not going to mention their names, but 2 of them have kind of really, one has for sure walked away from the Lord, and the other one is just, I just saw an Instagram reel from this person, and it just made my heart hurt so much because she is choosing the world's values over the Lord, and it breaks my heart to see that and to see her choosing the world over the Lord. And I mean, we all do this all the time where we choose other things over the Lord in our daily life, but she has been actively choosing to walk away from the Lord, and it's just really hard to see that when people choose to do that. So I want to pray for those. There's 3 people every day. One person hasn't walked away from the Lord but is in we'll just say a troubling situation. So praying for these 3 ladies. Under my marriage, I do want to listen better. I talk a lot, so I want to listen more to Stephen and just be more intentional listening to him and supporting him and caring about him. For business, like I said, I want to continue my upload schedule every 2 weeks, and then I am actually working on a course right now, so I'm working on sales copy for this month and kind of getting my outline down and getting some stuff ready for that. For health and fitness, I wanted to keep up with my workouts. I've been probably slack in the last week or so I want to get back into routine with my workouts, and then also look more into cycle syncing. And then for personal, I actually have to schedule this. I haven't scheduled this yet, but in June, I want to have a hangout with my friend Hannah. So Hannah, let's get something scheduled since I know you watch my videos. And then lastly, I want to get Scopos done in a timely manner. I've been really procrastinating on that. So I want to do it like before the week of. So actually yesterday I started working on the questions, and I was really proud of myself because I did some questions before the week of. So I do want to get ahead on that as well. So next up, I want to fill out my calendar that I have on the wall, as well as my planner, and kind of get some to-do lists kind of going and kind of see what's upcoming in the month. And I also want to do some digital decluttering. I often miss digital decluttering when I am decluttering things. I often think of physical stuff first, but today I want to go through some emails and get rid of some emails, and also pictures, because my pictures are really piling up just like everywhere. So obviously I'm not getting that completely done today, but I do want to get started on that, and that'll be kind of ongoing, hopefully through the month as well. So last up, I thought it would be fun to go through some of my current favorites right now. I haven't done this since my last reset video in February, so it's been a while. But I'll have the links of everything in the description so you can check that all out. So for music, I'm really loving Genevieve Lankowski, just really loving her music. She does a lot of covers of different Christian songs. For podcasts, I'm listening to Martyrs and Missionaries. My favorite book right now is Seeking Allah and Finding Jesus. I'm reading this for Scopus right now, but I've read it before and it was just like, it's just so encouraging in seeing how he comes to the Lord in the end, and how he was seeking Allah. But in the end, just like the title says, he found Jesus. So really interesting read, really cool read. And a current book of the Bible that I'm studying more in depth right now is 1 Timothy. We're going through this in our Bible study that we're going to, and we actually are looking at Bible study methods as well within that. And so we have our scroll. You can mark up the scroll, the piece of paper with like whatever you want, whatever you're observing. The point is whatever you observe, take notes on it, circle it, do whatever you want with it. It's just been such an encouragement to me lately, so I'm really excited about that. Well, thank you for watching. If you guys want to journal through your own monthly reset, as a reminder, I have those questions down in the description below, so you can definitely get those questions there. I'd love to hear your goals for June or any of your favorites, if you guys have any current favorites right now. And as always, I'm praying for you and praying that you will walk faithfully with the Lord. Until next time, bye friends.